This review is inspired by Animet. Santa Inc., the lowest rated show of all time. I saw it after Christmas, and there's a lot to talk about. Is this show an underrated Santa Fest, or toxic like a January candy? Let's find out. The animation. It's in stop motion, the same thing from Coraline, and honestly, they actually put effort in that. Low frame rate without choppy animations, the movements are well paced, and attention to the textures and lights. Something impossible to replicate in computers. It gives a unique look to the characters. Sadly, there's only 8 episodes, but it's understandable, since it's a time-consuming method to animate, unlike Flash. The music. It's some classic Christmas soundtracks. Nothing to complain about. However, it's light-hearted. Something that's not suitable for the heavy topics and explicit contents of the show. But it's just a nitpick, and I still love it. The story. It's about the society in North Pole. The main plot has Candice Morse, a female elf that wants to be the next Santa. An elf Santa is actually a nice concept, since Santa is a human man in mainstream media. Sadly, this story has some weak elements. 1. Candy complains too much about sexism and white supremacy. 2. It's too political. 3. The ending. I know, there's a decent climax, but the ending is tremendously anticlimactic. Candy finds out the truth about Santa, but it doesn't get addressed. And when she talks to Santa, she did nothing about it. No hesitation, just gullible at Santa's words. In the end, she defends Santa in public. Why? I admit the ending stinks, but I can't judge the show by its ending, like in Attack of Titan case. Thankfully, there's adult contents. Instead of being the usual kids flick, it's an 18+ show about the bad qualities and toxicity of Christmas. It's a subversive and sentimental way to tackle this fucked up holiday. unlike Christmas Chronicles and The Grinch, in which they view Christmas as something magical, wonderful, and positive. And let's face it, you know that's a fucking lie. Also, since it's made for adults, it's accompanied by violence, nudity with genitalia, and sex scenes that goes beyond the cliché innuendos. And I love it. Santa Inc. main story is actually above average. There's some weak elements and a hypocritical ending, but at least it delivers an unexpected social commentary about holidays and human behavior. Seeing Christmas by its negative aspects is necessary. This show understands what Christmas really means more than any mainstream movie. The characters. I love and hate them at the same time. This time there's a memorable cast with a bunch of funny characters. Candy, the grumpy girl, Cookie, the depressed mother, Devin, the chubby guy, Grandpa Smalls, the gambler and porn fanatic, Junior, the Christian, Santa, the hard-working but joyful man, and Goldie, the horny comic relief. Their personality and behavior are extremely realistic, and they vary from relatable, mean-spirited, or messed up. These traits fit into realistic narratives, but poor execution can ruin the whole character, like in BoJack Horseman case. For Santa Inc., they did a good job to make the cast both realistic and decent at the same time. However, they get ruined in certain moments. Candy is grumpy, but she's also violent and mean-spirited. She hit a man in public, despite he did nothing wrong to her. And Santa? He was a subversive version of his kid-friendly counterpart. But he went from a zany and cheerful man to a shady and hypocritical Christmas leader. These characters are flawed, and their realistic personalities can be off-putting to certain people. But they have wit, charisma, and determination as redeeming qualities. They're messed up, but they're not loathsome unlike BoJack, Hilda, and Marinette. The humor. The best humor comes when it's unexpected, and Santa Inc. surprised me. Due to its sex jokes being centered around a Christian figure like Santa Claus. And that's a fantastic way of comedy. Also, it's not delivered by cliché puns and slapsticks, but by cheesy quotes, hilarious voice acting, and the charisma of its characters. Sadly, the jokes relies only to sex and cuss words. It's annoying if you dislike strong language. Personally, I don't mind that, and I enjoyed the one-liners, except for one scene. The vaccines and Holocaust quote from Candy. I despise it because these topics are not for comedies. It's not funny and it made me angry. Also, that quote is out of character for Candy, since she's Jewish. Besides its missteps, the humor and dialogues are subversive and fantastic. They don't made me laugh, but they made me smile. Santa Inc. is the best show of 2021. It subverted my expectations of Christmas shows. I know it panders too much about feminism and diversity, but these topics appears only when Candy complains. Despite its mediocre ending, it made me smile with its wit, charisma, zany humor, and explicit contents. The characters are realistic, but not repulsive. The pre-ending climax is awesome, and the animation is sensationally good. If I can give an award, it would be an Emmy Award.